Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Jonathan, the host of Brotherly Reviews. If you guys are new, if you like car content, car reviews, car vlogs, any DIYs, anything car related happens right here. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and like and share with your friends and family. Great will be appreciated. Behind me, I have a 2023 Toyota Camry SE, which is actually a rental vehicle I'm currently using, which I've had for a couple of weeks now. So I figured, why not? Let's do a review of like the most popular sedan on the road nowadays. But before we do that, let's do a little history lesson. Toyota has been in the business for over several decades, creating nothing but reliable, durable, and affordable motor vehicles. This Camry being no exception. Once again, it's a 2023 Camry SE, which is one of the most popular trims of the Camry lineup, and honestly probably the only affordable version to where it doesn't look like a grandma vehicle, because the Camry's come a long way from that little slouchy old grandpa looking vehicle that makes it look like you literally just stole your grandma's car and took it for a joyride. But it's not the case here. Very aggressive front styling, definitely more of an in-your-face look instead of an economy car. But it's a pretty beautiful vehicle, very spacious. So I'm gonna go over the basics first of all. This color right here is called Cavalry Blue, and it's a very beautiful color if you ask me. This actually, from what I've seen, a very similar color to what's offered on the TRD version. And with that Cavalry Blue color, you have a two-tone black leather and cloth interior. But we'll talk more of the interior later on. Let's just talk about the outside of the car first and foremost. Now, the Camry SE has an estimated MSRP of around $28,000. And what do you get for that price? Well, good question. You have these nice 18-inch wheels wrapped in 235/45 Bridgestone Turanza tires on all four corners. You get these standard LED low and high beams and also daytime running lamps. No fog lights, unfortunately. You know, I knew these cars get, the less they start to come with in terms of aesthetics. So no fog lights offered on the SE model, unfortunately. But then again, do you really need them nowadays? Yeah, sadly you do, because in terms of getting some, thanks, the lights turned off. Instead of you getting some aerodynamics here, you have nothing. You have this fake vent, which, like I said, doesn't serve any purpose of cooling or aerodynamics. You got the big grille right here, and the ones up here, you know, on either side of the Toyota badge. This obviously is a forward collision sensing and also a radar cruise control sensor. Kind of got like a little bumper extender and like a little front lip here too, which is pretty nice. You got these nice aggressive side skirts, which do extend out a little further past the side of the car. So be careful when you're stepping in and out of it, otherwise you will scratch it, as the camera's not really going to show it, but there are a couple nicks here and there where people have guessed tripped up getting in and out of the car. But then again, it's a rental. No one takes care of these, you know. Coming around that back, you have this very aggressive diffuser underneath the back bumper. You have your dual outlet exhausts. You have standard LED brake lights, tail lights, license plate lights, and standard incandescent reverse lights and turn signals. You have a small little trunk clip spoiler here, which personally I think would probably look a little better if it was black. I guess to kind of match the rest of the little accents around the car, since it does have some black accents here and there. You do have LED turn signal repeaters in the mirrors. That's more or less all of it for the outside. So let's go ahead and step inside here. Unfortunately, even though it's a 2023 model, my camera will focus here. You still have a standard key fob with an actual key. So no, there's no smart key access to this vehicle. There's just lock and unlock with the key fob. You can also open the door here with the key itself. And here we are, back to this two-tone black interior, leather armrest, pretty much leather all around the outsides of the seats, then the cloth in the middle. It's very nice looking. I'll be quite honest, these are not the most comfortable seats. But just a little view of the interior. Go ahead and crank this up. And of course, you gotta use the key again. No push button start on here. And there's your infotainment screen ready to go. Under the hood of the 2023 Toyota Camry is Toyota's familiar 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. Fortunately, Toyota still hasn't gone to smaller engines with turbos like everybody else, but then again, do they need to? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Super reliable 4-cylinder engine, rated for 203 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. And there is an all-wheel drive option available for the SE model, and both are paired with an 8-speed automatic. No manuals, guys. Now, I just want to apologize, everybody. It is almost 7 o'clock over here, so this is the only time I had to make this video today. So I'm going to keep the door open for lighting purposes, but check out the interior. Very, very nice. Everything is nicely laid out, very easy to understand. You have a infotainment screen here with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You got a full digital display here in front of you. Now, what do you get for standard features for the Camry? You do have lane keep assist, pre-collision sensing. You have radar cruise control. You have stop sign and road sign notifications here. So it shows you when the stop signs are coming up, when the exits are coming up, the speed limit signs. It shows you all that, and you can also change how you want to be notified about it, whether it's just a visual or just a notification. You can do either or you can do no notification if you prefer. Standard backup camera, of course. There sadly is no trajectory that goes with the steering wheel. It's just your standard guidelines, and that's all. No 360 camera here either, which is not to be expected on pretty much like an entry-level model. But it is a very, very nice clear display. It does take up the entire screen, so you have a full view of everything that's behind you. But in terms of interior space, there's definitely a ton of it here. I'm 6 foot tall, roughly 300 pounds, and I have plenty of space. Like I said, the seats are not the greatest. They're not really that comfortable. They are very nice looking. They are supportive. But for me, I don't find them very comfortable. But other than that, very, very nice interior. Very spacious. Even in the back seat here, you do have cup holders in the center in the armrest. There's no USB back here, as once again expected for technically a base model. So I'm gonna do my typical back seat test here. I have the driver's seat set up to how I would normally drive. Step back in here. And there's actually tons of room. I can't say I feel squished. It's actually pretty comfortable back here. I'll even close the door, windows down. I can take a trip back here, no problem. There's actually plenty of room back here. So if you got kids, definitely a lot of space back here for the car seats. If you have a larger family, you know, 2 adults definitely fit back here comfortably. Maybe not 3, but definitely 2. Even, like I said, 6 feet tall, 300 pounds. I fit back here just fine. So I'm pretty sure most people will find it comfortable back here. On top of having tons of room back here, you do have cup holders in the door. All 4 windows are automatic up and down for all 4 passengers. Cup holders here in the center. I don't remember who was sitting here, but I guess it was kind of taking a nap, so particularly won't be able to sit there and be comfortable, that's for sure. The view from the back seat, that's actually very nice too. And one thing I've noticed about this car is that it doesn't give you the impression that you're in an economy car or you're in a car that's inexpensive. This definitely is a great bang for your buck. There's no cheap materials in here. There's only a few hard plastics around, like on the door, for example. But mostly everything else is soft touch, like the armrest, both the armrest front and back, soft touch. The door panel armrest is soft touch. The dashboard is soft touch. So plenty of soft touch materials and a very attractive looking interior and exterior. I definitely say this is definitely worth the 30 grand. And you do have a very, very nice sizable trunk with 60-40 split seats if you need extra room. These are the levers right here that you'll pull to plug those down. Of course, you'll push those down further. Now, before we continue, I want to make sure I clarify this. All right. Anybody that's known me personally, that follows me on social media, or has been friends with me since high school or after high school or whatever it is, anybody, friends or family, you always hear me talk about Toyota. I have absolutely zero problem with Toyota vehicles. All right, the vehicles, nothing whatsoever. I have a problem with the drivers. Why? Because like I said earlier, people who buy Toyota, they buy them for what reasons? Affordability, reliability, durability, decent warranty. Those are the reasons why everybody buys Toyota. So yes, you're going to see a lot of Toyota vehicles on the road, and you're going to see a lot of the less educated drivers in Toyota vehicles, because that's what everybody buys. It's not to say that you're not going to see those same less educated drivers in other vehicles, Ford, Dodge, Subaru, Honda, Mazda, whatever it is. You're gonna see those people in any types of vehicles. But Toyota, you would notice the most because everybody buys Toyota because they're definitely number one on the reliability and affordability list. So yeah, you'll see a lot of those people driving those cars. So I have no problem with Toyota vehicles. They make excellent vehicles. Very top, very good quality vehicles. Super reliable, super affordable. You know, from anything as small as a Corolla to the big gigantic family SUV, the Sequoia. Everything up the chain of Toyota vehicles have always had a great reputation, so that's why you're gonna see those. So I have no problem with Toyota as a brand, a great brand. I got a problem with the drivers. All right, so let me make sure I clarify that. All right, guys. So as you guys can see, it is dark outside, so pretty much coming to the close of this video, but gonna take a quick little test drive. So of course, buckle up for safety. Now, before we get on the road here, there are a few things that I want to mention before we get moving. So you do have 3 different drive modes down here. You have Eco, Normal, and Sport. You also have steering wheel mounted paddle shifters. The tachometer does show a digital readout of the speed. So let's go ahead and get going now, shall we? All right, so we're getting out on the road here. You definitely are reminded that you are in a 4-cylinder engine. You know, it definitely has that higher pitched racy sound to it. It does have a little bit of a deep tone when you're kind of going at very low speeds, RPMs, but other than that, definitely no mistaking that you're in a 4-cylinder car. It is noisy. It is, you know, it does, you know, you do hear a little bit of rattles in here and that. But other than that, adequate enough horsepower to get you where you're going. It's not going to win you in your races, but you know, it's going to get you to point A and point B, and that's all you really need these cars for. It's not for any thumbs up on the drag strip or anything of that nature. It's going to take you where you need to go. Perfect for highway rides. As you see, I'm getting an average, if you can see that, of 33 mpg, which is my best so far. It's rated at 28 city, 39 highway, and about roughly 32, 33 combined, as you saw here, was my best. So 15.8 gallon fuel tank. It is kind of small for a car in this segment, but then again, the fuel tank in my Stinger is the same size, 15.8. I guess, I don't know, I guess some of these newer cars aren't coming with large tanks nowadays. But my personal advice, especially because of the drive modes, you really don't need to use the eco mode. All right, it's already economic enough. It really is very, very slouchy when it's in eco mode, and it kind of makes you have to push the gas harder. So best leave it in normal mode, sport mode, you know, whenever you want to drive a little more aggressively. And that's really about it. The eco mode's kind of useless, in my opinion. I've been sitting here at the same red light recording to you guys for the past 4 minutes. Like, it's one of the longest lights in Kissimmee. Kind of annoying. All right, I think we're gonna get to go now. Come on, green light, green light. Yes, let's go. All right. So just give it a little throttle test here. Sport mode. Like I said, nothing crazy. 8-speed shifts very, very quickly and smoothly. And you see I'm up to 80 miles an hour. It actually didn't take too long to get there. Actually, pretty decent pickup. You know, it's definitely not super slow or super fast, but it's definitely decent enough pickup. The engine doesn't really sound crazy loud at full throttle. Transmission is shifting really smooth. It is an 8-speed automatic, like I said earlier. Front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive is an option. Actually, my best friend has a 2020 Camry, the same body style as this one, and he has the SE all-wheel drive, which I honestly haven't seen any others. Honestly, I haven't seen any other Camrys with all-wheel drive, so he definitely has one of the ones that you don't really see often. But he's had that car brand new, going on to 4 years now. He loves it. I've not had him complain about any problems he's had with it. So definitely a good buy, that's for sure. And that is going to conclude this review of the 2023 Toyota Camry SE. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button, share, comment, subscribe for more content. Greatly appreciate everybody's been following along, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.